Oh, I haven't even started the game yet. Oops.
Oh,
Hey guys, my
Lord.
name's I am joined with.
Dragon, and he's wasting our time of my availability to be here with you all tonight.
I am. It's beautiful, but it's very last minute too, actually. Hence why we're starting about 19 minutes early, or actually, if not up to 41 minutes early.
Yeah, a little bit like that. Oh, look, there's the game. Congratulations, you
There
did it.
is the game. I did it. Ooh, I'm checking. I guess your truck has been like, hello.
Hello, you opened to me for the first time in a week. Time to be all like, bleh.
It really is though. It's bleh. It's
Oh
going
my
all
god, you
bleh.
read all of that? Holy shit.
Which one?
On the Facebook.
Oh no, most of it, like half of it though.
Oh, just half of it. That
Just
sounds
half.
like, wow, that sounds like his support for me in general. Like, watches like half of
Aww.
my videos, part of these podcast episodes, reads half of my like fall apart mental health posts from yesterday. Daryl. But I could prove to you that I'm supportive because are you ready for this? 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 There.
There it is.
Did it.
Are you ready for this? Wait for it.
A mythical Dragin just resubscribed for 14 months. Are
There you
you
go.
ready for Theus?
I love my voice. I love the voice person I chose for this thing. Oh, I love it.
So great. There
Am
you
I
go.
ready for this? I think I'm ready for this. I hope I'm ready for this. Are we ready for this? We're ready for this.
Totally.
Let's go to Germany since I've already been to it.
Ooh.
Italy.
Okay. I was gonna go like Spanish, German. What? I was gonna be like, oh yes, vamos a Alemania, and I was like, oh god, I need to stop with the Duolingo, or not. I don't know.
I mean, it's always a fun time when you're on Duolingo. Sometimes.
I'm on a 115-day streak.
Hot damn! Look at you.
Yeah, I do so good.
You did the goods. That's almost what 4 months, I think. Close to 4 months.
If I do a lesson right now, it'll be 116. Just saying. Don't ask me how to say 116 in Spanish right now because I fucking can't. But like, yeah.
I was about
Wait,
to
are
say.
you in England right now and you're gonna go all the way to Germany?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that far technically.
It technically
Like,
isn't. I don't know.
How
I'm
long
starting from Swansea, which I have to go all the way to.
oh
Dover.
god. You gotta go all the way across the United Kingdom and then
Yeah, pretty much.
and then go from like the ports to what port would you be going from Dover?
I think I'm going to Calais.
Oh my god, so you gotta go from France all the way to Germany after that. Oh wow, really
It's
reverse
still-
World War One. Anyway.
You said that, I didn't.
Es importante amar a los abuelos. To the Duolingo listener here, it's important to love your grandparents, guys.
I don't know what to say here, but it's important to love your country. It depends where you're from, I guess.
Oh, I'm really hoping that I have one of these sentences where it's like everyone must die. I love translating that one.
Gee, I wonder what that actually means.
Sorry.
Some good
My brain
ass
was-
sounds.
Ellos enseñaron something my son. I'm really great at Spanish, guys, I promise.
It's great. It's okay. At least you're not rusty per se.
No, I'm not. I've been like really good at it. Like at work, I'll suddenly find myself like randomly thinking in Spanish. I'm like, what the fuck?
Nice.
Although I
If
just
it
screwed
works
up
out
the
like
sentence.
that.
How did I screw up the sentence? I did everything right. Oh, I used the past tense instead of present tense.
That's a problem.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, pedals are moving everywhere.
We'll careful.
I'm trying, so I don't crash and burn. And high stream elements. Thank you for alerting me that I am live.
Yo
I
veo
am.
muchas películas. Sorry.
Just okay.
There.
Oh, come on, make the light. All right. Anyways, but yeah, hi. It's been a great 5 minutes so far in terms of this truck and talk. This
Woohoo!
I wouldn't say weird, even though it is technically we started early, but it's like at the same time, it's like it's roughly at the same time in a space-time continuum.
It is in the evening still.
Yes. Yes, it is. It's still
That's how it relates.
dark. And I hope it eventually gets better. It most likely will, guys. Unless I hope, knock on wood, some shit doesn't happen.
I thought you were talking about like, yeah, it's dark right now, like as in like the like moon is out, and then you're talking about like it's gonna get better. I'm like, wait, how does the moon get better right now?
I don't know. I think I was like talking about like the time of year. It's like eventually it gets
Oh,
better
fuck
and all
boot
that
shit.
stuff. Nice words.
When do you see your mother again? Never. Just kidding.
Have you met okay, anyways, I'm not
Ah,
gonna... Didn't mean to make the reference, but I went there.
yeah, funny shit.
Funny shit, funny pun.
I really want to watch How I Met Your Father. It has Hilary Duff in it. I fucking want to watch it.
Wait, that's actually a show? Or movie?
Yeah, they did a
Sure.
reboot. And Hilary Duff is the main actress, and she's like going through the story of like How I Met Your Father. And it's the same crazy twists and turns of like How I Met Your Mother. But instead of like, trying to find the mother, it's trying to find the father. And there's a more diverse cast, which means the humor is probably going to actually be a lot better and a lot like probably like less inappropriate than like the fucking all white male cast that they had. But anyway.
Back in the 2000s and whatnot.
Yeah. Do you
So that means it
love
was recent.
Diego? To Amasa Diego. Do you love it? Yeah, it just came out. Like this one, How I Met Your Father, just came out like a week ago.
Oh.
Like this month, sometime this month.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's on HBO Max, and I'm like, can we not have 1,000,001 streaming services?
See, this is what happens when everyone gets on board of the streaming service, like, because everyone wanted to go for Netflix, and now everyone wants to do their own, and it's just like, everything is everywhere. No.
Right?
It's a great time. But dang, I did not know that. That's interesting, actually. Like, really, that's really interesting.
Right? I am the biggest Hilary Duff girl, like, fangirl. You have no idea.
Okay,
Like,
okay, go ahead. I'm gonna ask you the question a little bit later.
okay. Like, anytime, like, every time she was on, like, Liz McGuire, I watched that shit from, like, start to finish.
Including the
And,
movie?
including the movie. And then every other movie she was ever in. Plus, anytime she released a new album, I immediately was like, Dad, I gotta get it. Like, Dad, I want Metamorphosis. Dad, I want this. Dad, I want. And he's like, yeah. And so, yeah. And then I got the fucking, when she released the song Fly. Fly? Yes. That album, she did a DVD tour. So, like, there's that, like a video, like, the movie of, like, her tour of that show. I got that as well. Yeah.
Dang. So you're out of all the Disney stars that you were really a big fan of, it would be Hilary Duff, would you say?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yes. Media. Yes.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna ask you. That's like, man, because I was gonna bring up Lizzie McGuire, right? Because I was like, oh, but like I waited till like what you're gonna actually say. Man, it's a wonder if they actually did. Because I think, was it last year or the year before, they were like rumors that they wanted to do a reboot of Lizzie McGuire, since there was a lot of like Nick and Disney shows that got rebooted for the modern time, but for the brand new audiences, words, I swear. But like they've been rebooting a lot of shows in ways of like providing like a continuation of sorts, like the future of sorts. Would you have been excited for if they actually did do a Lizzie McGuire reboot?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What kind of reboot would you actually want out of that? Would you like post high school, post college job?
Well, I want post college. It has to be like related to like our generation that's grown up now,
Right.
Because like all of us are kind of post colleges now, college-ish now, words. So like I would want that time period because like more shows are coming out for like that audience. Like nowadays,
I've noticed that too, yeah.
Which is like so nice and refreshing to see, like, oh, look at that, all these other 20-something-year-olds are falling apart. I'm not the only one.
Right, because I heard, I think, what, like the two main known that I know. I haven't watched. Well, I've watched a little bit of one of them, but not the other one. Like the two main ones, I think, like I could like really pop into my head in terms of like the proper kids comedy show, would be That's a Raven and iCarly, which is Raven's Home and well iCarly. The future, the current version.
And then for other shows, just for more examples of this, if you watched The Fosters, sorry, I was like, Finding Forrest? No, that's a fucking movie. The Fosters. They did a spin-off show called Good Trouble that focuses on Callie and Mariana from that show after they've gone to college and have got landed their first kind of jobs, and they move to LA and try to make it in LA. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because they used to live up in San Francisco. Because every fucking show that I know.
Every 80s, 90s, 2000 sitcoms was either SF or New York. One of the two. Like, it's surprising, but now everyone is like making LA a thing again, I guess. Anyway.
Yeah, make LA a thing. What? I think that's. Sorry, I'm just like, what fucking word is missing out of that sentence? I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, like, to see if like any more reboots. I mean, there's still like a lot more reboots coming out this next couple of years, I think.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting because I think, like, I never expected like a continuation per se. Well, for some shows I could kind of understand, especially if it ended on a very questionable note. But there's like some other shows that actually does end in a very good note. It's like, is it worth to restart per se? I mean, it'd be nice to be curious.
I will say for like the Lizzie Mcguire reboot, if it ever happens, it'd be still really cool to find out if like Lizzie and Gretel make it as a couple.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I need my heart wonderfully like broken or like yay if they do, you know?
Right.
Anyway, childhood things.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because like in the Lizzie McGuire movie, they fucking kissed after her big concert.
They did.
So yeah.
They did.
Hey now.
Okay.
This is what dreams are made of.
I legit had that play in my head when you mentioned the movie, and I'm just like, God damn it.
All right. You fangirl over here. Hello. Yeah.
Truly. But man, okay.
Oh, that's another reason why I wanted to go to Italy when I was in Europe.
Oh, gotcha, right.
There you go, you made the connection.
Yeah. It took me a little bit. It's like, wait, what? Oh, right.
No. Wow, we really went on a topic there for a bit.
We really did. Because you were like talking about like shows or whatnot.
The Proud Family is getting like a continuation on Disney.
They are. All right.
I'm so pumped for that. Holy shit.
I was trying to remember. It's like, why am I thinking about the Proud Family when I'm mentioning reboots?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god, my favorite. This is such. Oh god, guys, I'm sorry. We're going down childhood lane here.
Hey, go for it.
There was like this big family reunion that happens in the Proud Family, and then like the end of the show was like one of the family members singing like a song about dysfunctional, and like a family had like I put the like dis and dysfunctional, and it's like a really fun little song, and I'm like, that's my family. Like every time like when I was growing up, I'm like, that's like my mom and dad right now, and I'm like, that's like my family, and like and like it's still fucking relatable to this day. I gotta find it. I gotta fucking find this song.
Why does it sound like it was part of their movie or something?
Maybe. I don't know. Gosh. And I also feel crazy. I feel really crazy because there used to be a show. I'm gonna see if I can find it online. Yeah. Oh, was it Canadian? Was it? It was Canadian.
Oh, speaking.
Maybe it wasn't on. Maybe it wasn't on Family Channel. No, it was. I'm not crazy. Okay, I am crazy. So, where this is going is I would love this show that I love to watch late at night was because I was a sneaky kid who kept reading books really late at night, and then I couldn't fall asleep because I was reading books that were really exciting. Smart. So then I would go and like turn on the Family Channel really quietly, like the lowest volume possible, so my parents wouldn't know I was awake. Right. I'd watch the show called Radio Free Roscoe, and it was this Family Channel show, and it was really, really cool. These like teenage kids in high school that like started up like a radio station for the school,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so cool and very fun, and my favorite for so long, and yeah, they took over the Roscoe High radio station because like they were really tired of the lame crap on the radio, so they wanted to take over and like give it what it
Right.
needs, an underground radio station.
Ooh.
It was very cool, very fun. Every time I bring it up to anyone though, they're like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of it before. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it ever played in U.S. networks per se.
And
Sounds
then I
familiar.
realized now it is Canadian and it was filmed in Toronto, and like Family Channel picked it up for 3 years, 2003 to 2006. And it had a high rating, but like I feel like I'm the only person who knows this show. Even my sister's like, I don't remember anything like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Um, it was a really good show. Anyway,
I just also remembered something in terms of like cartoons and like in a very interesting sense that I kind of still want to go back, and I think I might have talked about it in Chuck and Talk a little bit, maybe, I don't know, but apparently the this is like a French. Is it French or French Canadian? I can't remember. I think it's French Canadian. But like it was like a decently popular series called Totally Spies. Apparently, it's getting its own reboot as well. Like
oh my,
a lot of like 2000 shows are getting reboots, which is very interesting.
yeah.
And I'm just like, why are you guys announcing this? What?
Yeah,
Why is
regret
this a
muscle
thing?
sorry. I typed exactly. Oh no, I did not type exactly that. Okay, Duolingo, I get you. I'm sorry. I was about to be all mad, like I typed it exactly word for word, and no, I didn't. There we go. Finished the lesson of the day. 116. Boy! Happy hour bonus. Oh, I like that. Thank you. Is it happy hour? I guess it is.
Is it happy hour?
Most happy hours end around this time, so I stuck that
Sounds
in
about
just
right.
in time. Um, yes, I heard about Totally Spies, and that reminded me of something else that I heard too, but I don't remember
Yeah, I
what.
can't, and I'm trying to remember. There's like also a bunch of cartoons that are getting reboots,
You know what I would love?
supposedly.
16.
I've heard about that one. Was that
Almost
actually gonna get a
fun.
reboot?
I don't know. Like, I would love. That's what I was saying. I was like, I would love a reboot of that one because it was fun. Um,
I've
God.
heard that was. I remember like kind of trying to watch it, but I could not get into it. Probably because I was still a bit too young. It's not a very young mindset.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Um,
remember. That's right. It was a 6 and then the word teen.
Teen, yeah.
I was really into it for like quite a while because my friends in high school really liked it.
Really?
And so I got to like rewatch it with them quite often, and it led to a couple of my friends writing fanfics about that show, which was kind of weird, but anyway.
I've heard things about that. Well, that and like many of like the early mid 2000 shows were like very interesting fanfics.
Mm-hmm.
The fun times of that, the dark times of that.
Ugh, fanfics, man.
Have you ever written one?
No, but I have been
Read a
part of
bunch.
many with my friends,
Oh,
so
really?
yeah. For example, we did a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and I remember, was it Yu-Gi-Oh GX that has Bastion in it? Like the nerdy
GX, yeah.
GX, yeah. That was the person that my friends made me be paired up with.
Oh,
For like a love interest. Yeah.
the OTP.
Yeah, and then in like the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Whoa. Um, in the original one, it was Tristan that I was with.
Interesting. Out of all the choices.
That's okay. They made
I mean,
my best friend Gabby with Bakura, so you know,
oh yeah, no, that's awkward.
it happens.
I guess that's pretty
Uh,
normal, actually. Now that I think about it.
we did do 5D, but I don't know any of the characters in 5D. I don't remember any of them right now.
Right.
I gotta go look up the cast. Look at the characters.
Look at
So yeah,
them
my friends were
characters.
really into fanfics, like crazy. Oh, they made me with Carly.
Okay. I see it now, but
Yeah.
it's funny. It
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
funny,
yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Aww.
yeah. And it was in that moment that I knew I was gay. Just kidding. Um, yeah. So we
Dang.
did a lot of like those quirky fanfics, and then we did
Right.
like 16, and I don't remember. There was one other that we did as well. Murder Mystery. Haha.
Really?
There we go. Yes, my friends are weird.
Wow. I'm surprised. Cause I think I'm just getting to think remember when you said Martin Mystery, it's like, man, I'm just remembering the crossover all of a sudden. I was just like, I don't recall ever hearing Martin Mystery like being a full hit in the States. I don't know so much about Canada though.
We were big.
It
We
was super
loved this
big.
shit. Yeah, it was pretty good. Because like Murder Mystery is a French Canadian animated television series based on the
Just like Totally
Italian comic
Spies.
book Murder Mystery.
I think it's the same company that created Totally Spies. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Because it's Jetix.
Uh,
Well, the networks that it was on was Jetix, 4Kids, TV, Canal J, YTV is big up here, M6, Nickelodeon, TV Global More.
yeah, I remember seeing it more on Nickelodeon. I think Jetix might be the European networks.
Jetix is up here, in Canada for sure.
Jetix used to be in the
YTV.
States. Oh no, it still is now, but I think that was rebranded eventually.
There's so many.
But yeah, like I remember, I don't recall Martin Mystery hitting as hard in the States, but I guess yeah, I definitely Canada's a different story.
Well, I mean, we are all about Canadian programming up here, so no wonder we had like 16 and Martin Mystery and like Degrassi. Oh, Degrassi's being picked up again by YouTube.
There it is. I was just waiting for you to say about that. I was waiting for you to say that.
Degrassi, Canadian here. Hello. It's being picked up.
It's okay. I've had my fair share of watching Degrassi too. Like actually.
If anyone wants to check it out, the entire series is on YouTube.
Like the regular and Next Generation.
The OG, Next Gen, all of it.
All of it. Wow. Okay.
If you want to see some what like a Canadian teen drama looks like, there you go.
Not gonna lie.
It's quirky and cute.
This is what I'm trying to recall from what I remember watching Degrassi, and it's been more than 10 years, more than a decade since the last time I watched it. It kind of mimicked also U.S. sort of like high school drama, but obviously there was I don't think they obviously directly translated some of the things, so I was I could definitely sense that. Oh yeah, that's definitely Canada. That's definitely Canadian.
There's a huge difference between Degrassi and 90210, for example.
Right.
90210 is out there, but most of the teen dramas in America are kind of really far out there, with some of the things that they explore. Canadian tames it down a little bit, but like because it is a little more like tamed down, it hits a little harder. So there's like of course. Well, no, it's dramatic. It's just not like over the top, like I'm gonna go steal a car and like run away to the States kind of thing. It's more of like, yeah, I'm depressed as fuck and I want to buy a gun. And I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna explore this in this episode.
Okay, but that you mentioned, wasn't there part in Degrassi that someone did try to run to the States, or am I thinking the wrong show?
There was
a moment.
Is it a movie or something where they looked at the characters after Degrassi and like that's what some of the characters did? It was like run off to LA and trying to make it big in LA. Yeah.
Because I remember hearing about that part. Surprisingly, that's like one of the few things I remembered.
Yeah, but they've talked a lot. They look at a lot of the issues and don't take those issues and blow it too much out of proportion like a lot of American TV dramas are. So when we had the big refugee crisis from Syria back then, they covered that in Degrassi and like how the students were like perceived and accepted or welcomed, and what spaces should they keep in the school and what like spaces should not be kept, and like it was a really interesting like kind of season when it came to that. And then of course like LGBTQ plus, a lot of that came into Degrassi pretty recently within like the last like 8 years or like 5-8 years. But then, yeah, like substance abuse came in. They had some domestic violence stuff.
I remember seeing the
Uh,
substance abuse and teen pregnancy. I think that's what like the two
yeah,
specific ones I remember. Like, real like if I had to like pinpoint some topics in Degrassi, those were the two main ones that I could think
yeah.
of.
They also had a character in the show who was just so incredibly busy with everything that she like signed up to do and be a part of that
Mm-hmm.
it caused her to have severe health issues and had like to get like a liver transplant at one point.
Oh,
And I was like, whoa, that's scary. So they
that's
cover
quite a
issues like that, like where you just stop
right.
taking care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it leads to big things and like eating disorders and like a lot of mental
I
health
remember seeing that. Yeah.
shining lights on mental health. And it does get a little American-y, like in Next Gen. Especially if you watch what's on Netflix right now. It does get a little American-y with
Oh,
like bus
really?
crashes and tragic accidents and like really out of fucking like nowhere, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like I don't want to live anymore. It's like uh, like the build up to these things isn't like
Mm-hmm.
slow and gradual like it
It's just
has been
there.
in other seasons. It's just like, oh, this character is suffering shit.
Right.
um
I'm trying to
but for
recall any other. I'm trying to like recall like one of the other like the big like I think I know
other plot
America.
lines.
No, I'm trying to like think of like the other teen drama series that were like Degrassi, but like
Hmm.
American based. Like actually like I yeah like yeah no definitely American based. I'm trying to remember the titles, but like it can't I can't it doesn't like strike out at me at the moment.
And I just keep thinking Family Channel ones like Smart Guys, That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire. I mean, more recent stuff is like Riverdale, but that's fucking wild shit. Same with Stranger Things, wild shit.
Oh yeah. Those
Um,
ones really hitting like the late teens, early adults, like genre, basically. I think
mm-hmm. That's hard to think about, but I love the grass.
that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
It was again one of the also the one of the proper um, TV shows for the millennials.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's either you're watching teen drama or you're watching fucking NCIS or Law and Order. I
Pretty
swear,
much.
crimes.
Um, I saw a post the other day. It was just like home, like you're at home, like what was it? You're homesick from school starter pack, and it's like Judge Judy, The Maury Show,
Shit, Jerry Springer,
Jerry Springer, and like one other one I can't remember, like another
yeah,
like People's Judge or the People's Court
People's
kind of thing.
Court,
I was like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was like, that's such a mood. Or like Dr.
That is.
Phil and like Ellen and all those like yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for me, I think my best combination back in like the early days, early years of high school, in terms of those sort of shows, would have been definitely Judge Judy, People's Court, and Oprah, because that was still the time when Oprah is still
Mm.
existing, and I miss it so
I
much.
never watched a lot of Oprah, oddly enough. But I did watch a lot of Dr. Phil, but now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, that was not good TV
Not the
to watch.
smartest thing. Yeah.
No, he's not. He's bad. A lot. He's real bad. But no, a lot of Judge Judy, and like I still remember going to my grand's farm in the summers to like help out with the
Mm-hmm.
alpacas, and like my grand would always like hard stop at 2 o'clock, 2 to 3 p.m. Just so we could watch Judge Judy on like the one or like the few
Really?
channels she has, because
Wow.
like she didn't really get like proper like satellite or cable for quite a
Right.
while. Like we were on like the old school TV show
The
channels where like you had
antennas.
like 8 channels only.
Yeah.
So we would have a hard stop of whatever the fuck we were doing, like out on the farm, at
Uh-huh.
2 p.m. so that we could watch Judge Judy at 2 and 2:30.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I remember, especially like actually, it started ever since I was like a little kid, because it's basically almost the same story back in New York. We didn't have cable back then, so we were still using antennas, and my mom was just a big Oprah fan. So it kind of just started developing. Even if once we get cable, my mom ends up still watching Oprah, and I just ended up watching it with her. So like I knew like most of like the stars and guests that usually show up on Oprah, and it was just quite a blast to watch that. At I think for the most part it came out at 4 p.m.
Hmm.
regardless of where I lived, whether it was in New York, Florida, or California. It was always at 4 p.m. right before the news, like
Yeah.
the golden prime time leading up to dinner.
It's very funny. When I got to like grade 9, 10-ish, I stopped watching like a lot of those shows, like Dr. Phil and like Judge
Mm-hmm.
Judy and all that. And then I got into soap operas at one
Really?
point.
So like
Yeah,
such as
Days of Our Lives, Young and the
uh
Restless, General Hospital. My gran was into
really?
General Hospital at one point, so like anytime that was on, I was like, oh god, what the fuck happened to this guy? But then like when I was living with my uncle and my aunts, they like my aunt, she was really like four, because like Young and Restless is always at like 4:30, like a really random start time,
That's a
like
really random
3:30 or
start time.
4:30, something like
Yeah.
that. And like I just remember her like sitting there like how, and like she get like curled up in a blanket and just be like Young and Restless. And then like if I was ever at home like sick or whatever, I just like like sit on the couch and just kind of like
Mm-hmm.
doing homework, quote unquote, or like being on my computer, quote unquote.
Right.
But then like I would do nothing but watch, and like got into it at one point real bad. And then like of course before that was Days of Our Lives. And eventually if I was ever at home sick, I would be like come up there for a couple hours with her, just watch Days of Our Lives, and then like a little half an hour gap to do whatever I needed, and then it'd be like I'm gonna rest this.
Wow. So you guys really had that schedule down.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think for me it was like definitely up to like high school. It was definitely all cartoons. But then once I got to high school, I was like in the mixture of like teen drama because I needed something different to watch, but also definitely crimes. I've watched
Yeah.
quite a bit of like Law and Order SVU, NCIS, all that stuff. It was just a very interesting like series to watch, and I just remember also like remembering like the OG Law and Order.
Yes.
That one like it's very it hits differently compared to like SVU or anything like that because it's just a true you're watching a case come by sort of thing versus
Yeah.
while SVU is just like a definite full investigation. It didn't also help that I was in that like kind of mystery like the the crimes mystery phase, which was like also including like Phoenix Wright and all that stuff. So it's like it was just like I'm curious of like how American does it. It's like okay, this is actually really interesting. Holy shit! Hold on a second.
Right. Um. Yeah, I didn't watch all that much Law and Order. I did watch SFU every once in a while.
Mhm.
Then like I was really into like CSIs, like the CSI triplets.
Oh,
And then
gotcha.
I watched a lot of Criminal Minds.
Ah,
So, gotta love me some Matthew Craig Obler, man.
yeah.
Ah, that's
Yeah, for me it was definitely NCIS and Law and Order SVU. Law and Order
O
slash SVU.
OG CSI was the fucking best. And then I liked Miami, but only because of like the my glasses. Horatio Kane and the like slow move removal of the glasses. And the big power stances he always had when he delivers his like final line, and like the big cheesy punchlines, and I'm like, oh man, ugh, eat that shit up. And then in New York, it was just like a lot of drama, and I'm like, I'm into this. Give me all the drama while they solve a crime.
I think I did watch a couple of CSI, but it was more of New York than Miami.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
I like I was born there. It's always really interesting to see a true grit crime like that.
Yeah. I was mainly just CSI, like that's Vegas, CSI Vegas.
Hmm.
Um, because I always thought Vegas is wild, and then that show's just like, yeah, it is wild. Uh,
That's fair. That's
and
fair.
then yeah, and then of course Miami being the party city, always a lot of like party crimes
Hmm.
on that show, which was interesting. But yeah, I watched all that crime, and then like reality TV became a thing too with my family.
Oh
At
gosh,
one
so
point,
remember
like
that reality TV.
Survivor, Amazing Race. We watched. Uh, um, what was Donald Trump's bullshit?
Uh,
Oh yeah,
uh,
Apprentice.
Apprentice. Yep. I
Celebrity
kind of watched
Apprentice.
Apprentice. I never watched Survivor. I was religious with Amazing Race, because
Mm,
that one really triggered my thing to travel, so seeing them going at world to world and doing those challenges is like oh that looks cool.
yeah, yeah.
So like it was just really yeah I remember like I think I religiously watched the first season like the first couple seasons, and after I just like watched from time to time. But it was like that was still like one of the shows that like I've watched in terms of
Mm.
reality TV.
You know, you live in a country that's really big when you can have the Amazing Race Canada.
That's fair.
Yeah, legit. There's an Amazing Race Canada, and it's like all Canadian-based challenges
Uh-huh.
because of like how big our fucking country is,
And
dude.
how diverse it is too in terrain
That
and
too,
everything.
and like we've got enough cities and places here that if you don't know French or if you don't know indigenous languages, you gotta figure out how to get around.
Right?
So,
God, those
yeah,
were so fun to like see as well. It's like trying to figure out, it's like, how do you speak the language? No one here speaks English.
yeah, and like
Have fun with that.
always, the things that made me the most entertained is just trying to tell like the taxi drivers or like their drivers to like
Yes.
would go faster, like you gotta go fast, you gotta outrace them, go, you gotta go, 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 and the guy's just like we, or like
Oui.
we,
See?
see, no,
No?
rapido, you see, rapido.
Those are
Like
great.
some
I love
Spanish
those.
ones, they were really funny.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
it's always
Yeah.
always interesting if you get like someone who knows another language on that show. It's like, oh shit, shit's gonna hit
Here
the
we
fan hard.
go. That team's gonna like you. You expect that team to do well, but then they don't do well. It's like, ha ha ha.
What did you do
Yeah,
wrong?
yeah. They're like, wow, I thought you knew how to like communicate properly, but no. Um,
Right.
but it's funny, like all the like shifts in TV, it, like then led to sitcoms. So like Two and a Half Men, Big Bang
Mm.
Theory, How I Met Your Mother, Friends. God, so many. Modern Family. Oh yeah, I watched a bunch of that after a while.
Mhm.
Especially when I wasn't able to watch those weekly shows weekly. So like putting
Oh,
on those shows in the background became like a thing. And
right.
it's still a thing at my dad's place. Like I went to visit him over the Christmas break, right?
Uh
And like when what did I walk into them watching? Big Bang Theory.
huh. Yeah, for me, it's like like since my parents are just like older than your parents, just for context for you guys,
Mm,
my
by like
parents
a
are
night,
like,
by like a generation.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually, so because of that, most of it actually did lie on more reality TV, but also like watching HGTV, the Home and Garden TV Network, Food
Oh yeah.
Network, Travel Channel, all that stuff. So,
That's my stepdad.
oh, I see.
Hmm.
So I really like definitely got into like all of those shows, especially in like the mid 2010s. But like I didn't really get into like HGTV till the 2010s. Mostly I was stuck with either the Food Network, Travel Channel, and A&E, because that's, if for those who doesn't know, at least in terms of America, what the A&E channel is, that's where freaking Storage Wars came from, and I remember being
Mm,
stupidly addicted to that show.
I got really addicted to Bar Rescue at one point.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then all the Gordon Ramsay shows. Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen
Mm-hmm.
Nightmares, Hotel Rescue, Hotel Nightmares. So he had one with
Yeah.
hotels at one
Oh,
point
yeah,
too.
it was something like that. Oh, yeah, I remember watching like the Nightmare series. I never got into like Hell's Kitchen though. That's like the only thing I wish I did get into during the
Yes.
time of Gordon Ramsay, but I never got into it. I got more into Kitchen Nightmares though. Kitchen
That
Nightmares
one
was
was
just
interesting.
very funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hell's
Like,
Kitchen though was fucking great.
yeah, oh, I bet. Like I've watched a couple, and I like as of recent, like I think when I was out in Reading, like they
Mm.
were just like my dad just ended up playing Hell's Kitchen in the background, unbeknownst to me. And then I started watching it. It's like, man, this is such a funny show. Why did I get into this?
That's where all the memes of like Idiot Sandwich came from.
This is fucking raw, yeah.
Yeah. And like where he literally put two pieces of bread on someone's face was like
Yeah,
Idiot Sandwich.
idiot
And then
sandwich.
like the fish is so raw you can still hear SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the show where all those memes came from.
yeah. Like I knew that. It never clicked to me compared to the Nightmare series
Yeah,
that he
yeah,
did.
yeah.
But no, like yeah, so like I got into that, but definitely like Storage Wars, Pawn Stars, because
Oh
fuck,
my god.
I was like so into like, oh my god, I didn't know like historical pieces could be so much money. Well, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, I did because we also had the public broadcasting service, which hosted Antiques Roadshow.
I was just about to be like, Antiques Roadshow, anyone?
So it's like I remember as a kid watching a lot of Antiques Roadshow as well, especially late at night on like I think it was Sundays that like in within America that really shows Antiques Roadshow. Uh, there were times where I just got into it. Um, But yeah, when like Pawn Stars came about, I was like, ooh, it's really cool. And then Storage Wars like that. And but mostly also a lot of Food Network shows. So whether it involves regular cooking or food science, thank you, Alton Brown. Those shows were also stood out for me in the 2010 in the late 2000s 2010s. Yeah, eventually started weighing down less on cartoons. Eventually get to more into anime and like that. But definitely with those, and then I blame my parents once again for home renovation shows. I never understood it until I really gave it a watch, and I hate myself that I got addicted to it.
Mm-hmm. You talked about so much that like I lost track of what I was about to say.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was just like, there's something that you said that reminded me of something, but I don't remember what.
Food show?
No, it was before then. I don't remember fucking words. It didn't help that like sirens were going off like crazy downtown. And I was like, I gotta mute for this shit.
Aww.
So yeah, my brain was just like, shut up, sirens, shut up. I get it. I'm downtown and everything's a crime scene down here, but stop.
Maybe we need a CSI Edmonton. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
There would be enough content for it.
Probably. Oh, speaking of that, I also remember watching Cops at one point.
Oh god. Yeah, I remember Cops too.
The true nitty gritty crime. If you're not into like the proper true crime, versus the acting crime.
Oh, Mike and Molly. Sorry, I remember that sitcom.
I've heard of that.
The Reba show.
Ooh.
Reba. Yeah, my family also watched a lot of CMT, Country Music Channel.
Oh, CMT. Okay, I see.
We watched a lot of that.
Okay, I gotta ask, because it's like, does CMT follow like MTV, where it was mostly music until it decided to show shows?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, my dad would put on CMT in the morning when we were getting ready for school, and it would just be like a bunch of country music playing, and like music videos, and then like sometimes interviews with the artist or things like that. And then like that's what it became, was like music videos, and then became interviews with the artist, and then became like live performances, then like the Grand Ole Opry, and then it expanded to like suddenly Reba had her own show and with like a family and like that kind of drama. Then we brought in like other things, and then it became like, it is no longer like strictly music anymore.
Just like MTV.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate. Nowadays, because I remember definitely MTV was just like, oh yeah, every what 10 minutes or at the top of the hour you'd hear the top hit on the TV, which is so different when you're listening to radio.
MTV was my shit when it came to Backstreet Boys.
God, what I remember the most in like MTV? I remember like listening to a lot of early hip hop, like the early 2000s hip hop. That's like the only time frame of hip hop I'll ever listen to. Nothing later than that.
Oh, shit. Sorry. My manager wants me to work an 8-hour shift tonight now instead of 4. Are we really?
Short?
We're short staffed like that, like crazy.
Ooh. Damn.
Wow. Yeah, she's like, Megan's my manager. So, update about my week real quick. My old manager, that was my first manager at the old store, then I transferred to a new store, and she was the manager here. She left for a while to go help open a PC Express department in another store, and now she's back at this store with me again. Long history with this woman.
Yeah, definitely.
And guess how she started her text with me? You're gonna laugh at this because he knows my drama with her.
Oh boy.
He's like, "Hi, my girl."
Oh my god.
Yeah, "Hi, my girl. If you could do an 8-hour shift tonight, would really help for tomorrow. If you do, I'll see your raw punches. We have no staff for tomorrow night shifts. It's pretty tight. Just marking on the Kathy sheet and let Michelin know."
Interesting.
So I have no closing staff really.
Wow. Ouch.
Hi, Meg. Yes, I can do that. Yes,
I'm surprised that now that like, okay, for those who have tuned into like past Trucker Talks, I remember how they were so strict of giving hours. Now it's just like, we need someone.
Yeah, well, my shifts this week was 28 hours, and now it jumped up to 32 with this shift tonight, and now it's up to 36.
Wow.
And now I'm at 36 for the next 3 weeks in a row.
Fat paychecks, though.
But babe, 8 hours extra a week. I'll take it.
Take it
I
when
just
it's
gotta
there,
find.
right?
I guess I can buy food at work. Yeah, I'll buy food at work. Because I work at a grocery store. I can buy food at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're MTV man. I swear to God, I have this like weird sixth sense. Every time I turn on MTV, it'd be like a Backstreet Boys music
Really?
video on. I'm just like, yeah, or NSYNC.
In
So I
sync.
could just
Yep.
stare at Justin Timberlake sometimes.
The good old the battle of the boy bands.
Yeah, it's funny. My work has changed the music. Must change the station or the music playlist, whatever, at my work,
Uh huh.
because like now it's like really classic songs. So like every once in a while, like down the aisle, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck the song is, and all of a sudden it's just like, you are, and I fucking like, my
My
fire.
fire. That's
I like
fair.
fucking freak out. I'm like, yeah, and they play like Journey all the time, like Don't Stop Believing, and I'm just
Ooh,
like,
that's some good stuff.
oh, hype.
Oh my gosh, you reminded me. Where was I? It was today actually. It was today I went to Goodwill because I was picking up my lunch
Mm,
on my lunch break, and
mm.
I'm just like, oh shit, what was the song? Oh, but I was like, I'm just thinking of the song. It's like, where's my mom? Like it was like a true, um, I think it's a '70s song. But I'm just
Oh
like hearing it. I'm just like, out of all the songs that could be playing right now, why this one? But it's like the one that you usually don't listen to on the radio if you have like a station that plays like generations music sort of thing. Like you don't expect it to play on a radio, and they did. I can't remember what the song name was or how it goes all of a sudden.
I freaked the fuck out in the department the other night. So like we have the department where we stage all the people's groceries, just for context for viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Because suddenly they started playing "Everybody Wants to Rule the World" by Tears for Fears, and I was like, the OG,
Oh,
the OG. It's
that's
not Lord, it's not another cover. It's the OGs.
it's the true. I can't do the tune right now because I'm way out of sync. I tried to do it. It's like nope, I can't do it. But I know what you mean. That's a
Yeah,
no, that's a
I
really
was
good
like,
song.
my favorite song. There's just the lyric in that song that I just love the most for some fucking reason is like, there's a room where the light won't find you, holding hands while the walls start tumbling down. If they do, I'll be right behind you. So sad we almost made it. So sad we had to fake it. Everybody. I love that
Everybody
song.
wants to rule the world. Yeah, that's a really good song. I still still remember. Was it one of your teaching lessons? I think. Did you use that song for
Yeah!
something? I remember that.
Oh my god, so like I did such a teacher proud moment. My favorite unit that I've ever fucking have taught was film studies unit. So I was setting up the context of the Breakfast Club, and so that's an 80s film, and so like I pulled up different kind of 80s like lyrics and songs, and like talked about like there's a lot of things about in Breakfast Club, of course, with stereotypes and things like that. But like I set up the context of the 80s, and so I got to play that song. And
Mm-hmm.
like some of my students, again, because I taught adults in this like practicum,
Right.
were all like, "That's a song. That's a great song." And then I had other songs and things like that related to like the same theme of the movie.
Right.
And it's so funny, like the older songs and the older students were like, yeah. And like the three newer students were like, oh, thank you for choosing Fight Song by like Rachel Platt. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. I
There you
got you.
go.
A little bit of something for everybody in this
A little
room.
bit something for everybody. That's cool.
Yeah.
Aw, look at you. Yeah, no, that was like the one thing like I remember when you mentioned like when you mentioned everyone wants to do a little but Tears for Fears. It's like I don't just remember the freaking module or not module, like the lesson you taught. It's like oh, it's the only reason why it was one of the reasons why that the song has finally popped back into my head is once you mentioned it about that you were gonna teach it. I was like I started listening to it. I was like oh shit, now I'm addicted to it again.
Well, everybody wants to roll the world.
Mm-hmm. Because it was like
It's
a definitely
so
forgotten hit.
good. Yeah. It's so good. Me and 80s music are tight.
Oh, and that's also during my phase. Granted, it's never a phase. I love '80s music, but a phase of '80s music. When you were mentioning that, it's like, oh, I need to give it a listen. Oh, shoot, I'm addicted to it too now. Ah!
Why can't I remember? Oh, In Your Eyes is one of my favorites. In your eyes, I see the light in your eyes.
That sounds
No?
familiar.
I need to look. I need to look up. We should not be singing on Twitch. Sorry, Twitch, but you're getting
Right.
fucking singing.
It's okay. At least I'm not
It's
directly playing the music.
It's true. It's by Peter Gabriel. Whoa, words. Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel.
Uh,
Sounds familiar.
by Peter Gabriel, not The Weeknd. Fuck that nonsense. The Weeknd's great. Don't get me wrong, but yeah.
Everyone, The Weeknd.
Oh, it's the song that starts off with that like love. I get so lost sometimes. That's the way the song starts. It's like, in your eyes, the light, the heat in your eyes. I am complete in your eyes. I see
Sounds
the
familiar.
doorway in your eyes. 1,000 churches in your eyes. The resolution in your eyes. It's the song where John Cusack has the boombox above his head and sings it outside the window. For 80s movie fans, there you go.
Dang.
But like that first paragraph, the first like part of that song is so beautiful. It's just like, love, I get so lost sometimes. Days pass and this emptiness fills my heart. When I want to run away, I drive off in my car. But whichever way I go, I come back to the place you are. It's beautiful.
Such a good song.
So good. We have really gone from like movies to like, or from TV shows to like 80s things, the songs, the music. This is
great.
great.
It's one heck of a hey, we didn't talk about our week sort of thing. Oh, kind of did, but like it's just been really popping off in terms of like this topic. I swear, it's a really good
For like
topic
a whole
though.
hour. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, guys. 80s movies though. If we got 80s movies now, Breakfast Club, Stand By Me, 16 Candles. What else? So many good 80s movies out there, guys. 80s movies. They're so good.
Well, I was about to say
Dead Poet Society, Outsiders.
Ooh, yeah,
Clue. The original Clue. Labyrinth. So many. The Karate Kid. The original Pretty in Pink. Grease. 1984. Weekend at Bernie's. That's a whole other thing, but yeah, you know. Rain Man.
Right.
80s movies. Beetlejuice. The Goonies. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Okay.
You went out for the whole shebang right there.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I like movies.
Grease.
Yeah, not
When Harry Met Sally. Anyway.
Now I'm curious. When did you really like watch like 80s movies? Was it just like throughout sort of thing, or was there a phase?
It was just through. I'm pretty sure my dad started this off with me, because we started off with like the 70s with Star Wars. So my dad was like with something like, I want you to watch all of this from start to finish with me. And so of course when the new movies came out, my dad's like, you're gonna start to finish with me. I'm like, yeah. So Star Wars was a big thing, and then we moved to the 80s because my dad wanted me to watch like the younger kid ones, right? Like Annie. We watched Goonies, Sandlot.
Okay.
Stand By Me was part of that too. Breakfast Club, like we watched all of that. And then in high school we watched a lot of 80s movies because my fucking curriculum here in Alberta is old as fuck. So we watched like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We watched Breakfast Club again. We watched The Outsiders in grade 7, I think, because we were reading the book.
Yeah, a lot of people were. Yeah, I remember that being a curriculum thing of The Outsiders and the movie. That was a fun movie. A fun book too, actually.
So a lot of these 80s movies came from like school, and then my dad wanted me to be cultured, quote unquote.
Understandable, actually.
But then also after that, like in university, I started to hit this like look all this classic music that I love from like the 80s, 90s, and now, because I was a radio station in Cold Lake for a while too. It was like based in Bonneville. And there's this 80s, 90s, and now, and we listen to that station all the fucking time. So we got to hear Everybody Wants to Rule the World. We got to hear like Don't You Forget About Me, and like all those classic 80s songs. And going through all that, I'm like, this is so cool. Where does all this music come from? And then that's how I found the Breakfast Club the first time, is because I wanted to know where like Don't You Forget About Me, where that song came from. And it just led into this whole big like deep dive into like 16 Candles, and then Breakfast Club, and all of like it just led to all of that. And Clue, I got to watch with my cousin at one point because she owned it from her mom. So we watched Clue, and that was nice because I loved playing Clue as a kid.
Right. Aw. Okay, interesting. That's definitely where that
Who doesn't
80s
love
craze.
Grease? Plus, who doesn't love Grease? The Princess Bride. I forgot about the Princess Bride. Was in the 80s as well. Princess Bride. Ghostbusters. How can I forget Ghostbusters?
How can you forget about Ghostbusters?
They played that song at work the other night, which made me giggle while I was picking groceries. Like, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. And you could hear quiet whispers in the aisles for some of the like people who knew about Ghostbusters, like Ghostbusters. I'm like, yeah, we all fucking nerds here.
Yeah, y'all nerds. It's funny.
Beetlejuice. Fuck yeah. Beetlejuice. A never-ending story. So good.
I'm trying to like not think it's like any 90s movies done.
Oh God.
Definitely our childhood.
90s movies. Let's go.
There's quite a bit.
Tell excited about you. Okay, well, let's not go chick flicks. Sorry.
Okay.
Truman Show, Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Of course, that one.
Yeah.
That fucking movie. That was the movie.
The era of Amanda Bynes and the Olsen twins too. Jeez.
Oh, you're right.
That's where It Takes Two. That's the Olsen twins. Dazed and Confused came out in the 90s. There's so many more. Batman. Batman was big in the 90s. Free Willy. Gattaca. Fight Club. American Pie.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Good Will Hunting, which is, if you're a teacher, that one, watch it. Thank you.
Was Titanic 90s? Oh, shit. Hi, car.
Oh, my boss is still messaging me like crazy, even though we just made a fucking agreement. The Green Mile. Casino. That's the big one. With, oh no, who was in that movie? Robert De Niro. Notting Hill. That's when the first Scream movie came out. Edward Scissorhands. Parent Trap.
Oh god, the Parent Trap.
Fifth Element. Schindler's List. Prince of Egypt.
I didn't know Schindler's List was 90.
Matrix. You're right, Titanic.
Yep.
Clueless. Let's go chick flicks now. She's All That.
Did you get into chick flicks, I'm assuming?
Blame my mom.
Got it. So there's the split.
Cats came out. The original Cats came out.
Cats.
Kitty cats. I don't think so. This must be early 90s stuff. Oh, excuse me. Sister Act. Hell yeah, baby. Sister Act. Pokemon, the first movie.
Technically, yes. A lot of cartoon movies during that time too.
Yeah.
A lot of cartoon movies.
Les Miserables.
Oh, you're right. I forgot Les Miserables. I did not.
The first It. Much Ado About Nothing. Shakespeare. The Scarlet Letter, the first one. What's this one? My Best Friend's Wedding. You've Got Mail. That's a good one. Good one. Twelfth Night. A lot of Shakespeare came out in the 90s, guys. Romeo and Juliet, Twelfth Night, Much Ado About Nothing. Shakespeare.
They must have had a fun time trying to figure out stories. Let's just use some old shit and
Sleepless in Seattle. Aw. Okay. Trick flicks. Sorry, guys. Here I am. Anime. You're right. A lot of anime came out because this was like the era of like Studio Ghibli.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, you're right. That
we
is
got Princess
Ghibli time.
Mononoke. Only yesterday I saw that one. That was actually okay. Sailor Moon was big. A lot of Pokemon movies. A lot of Dragon Ball Z stuff too came out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. I'm seeing a lot of that right now, of course.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I love
Fitting for the
Dragon
time.
Ball Z. Action movies, The Three Musketeers. Damn, I forgot that was 90s. I thought that was earlier. Um, a lot of Batman in the 90s because that's where Batman really shone.
They really did.
Men in Black.
I forgot MIB was 90s. I thought it was 2000s, but I thought it might be either 2 or 3.
Well, let me see here. Like Men in Black was 1997 to late 90s.
Yeah, so it was very close. Okay.
A lot of Batman. RoboCop series came out then. Judge Dredd. I know a lot of people know that one. Street Fighter movie came out then too. Mortal Kombat as well.
Yeah.
Total Recall, baby. Time Cop. Congo. Oh, Congo. Was Planet of the Apes too, I think, in this genre as well? I think so as well. Musicals. You guys want to know musicals? Sister Act, Sister Act 2, yes, Annie. Anastasia. Mulan. Prince of Egypt.
Mulan, there it
Ferngully.
is. Here we go.
Hercules. The Swan Princess. The
Hercules.
Swan Princess was my fucking favorite. Swan Princess, Thumbelina, Pocahontas, The Lion King,
A lot of
Beauty and the
90s,
Beast,
a lot of
Hunchback of
Disney
Notre
movies
Dame,
on that
The
one.
Nightmare Before Christmas, Aladdin, James and the Giant Peach, a Goofy movie,
I can't forget about Space Jam.
Space Jam,
Space Jam was a good one. I keep forgetting that's 90, technically 90s.
Tarzan, Cinderella. Oh yeah, South Park movie came out then. Fantasia 2000. What the fuck? I don't recognize any of the other ones. Cats Don't Dance. I remember that one. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, good stuff. 90s, man.
Oh yeah.
90s.
90s.
The English Patient. That's a good one. Shakespeare in Love. Guys, Shakespeare in Love. Silence of the Lambs. Done. Did it. Found it. It was a Braveheart. Came out. Yeah. Dances with Wolves. Shit, I remember watching that one. Forrest Gump.
Oh, right.
Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan. Ooh, words. Pulp Fiction. That's
Fiction.
a good. That's peak 90s right there.
That is true peak 90s.
Patch Adams. Oh my god, like this is like the real big era of like Robin Williams as well. Like
that's the
what?
era of Robin Williams.
Flubber, Patch Adams, Awakenings, Dead Poet Society. A lot of really rest in peace, Robin Williams. We love you. Rudy. I only know Rudy because it's a football movie. My mom loves football movies.
Fascinating.
Of course, in JFK. Goodfellas. Hey.
Oh, you're right.
There's probably a lot of like James Bond stuff too.
Oh yeah, there'd be probably a lot of James Bond stuff in there.
Yeah. Oh man. Practical Magic came out in the 90s. That's right. Witches. The Object of Affection. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Doubtfire. Oh, okay though. Yeah, they're definitely 90s. They
Yeah.
hit in the 90s.
Have I covered the 90s quite well there?
Right? See, it's like, now it's like mentioning that, and I was like, man, what 90s shows were there? Quite a bit.
90s shows? No, don't make me go on. There's so many. There's so
Yeah,
many
there's
90s.
That's truly childhood stuff.
Ooh, the Alien series comes out in the 90s. I forgot about that. The Alien series. Independence Day! X-Files. A lot of alien shit in the 90s. I will say that.
Everyone really loved their aliens during that time, I think.
Ooh, Ghost in the Shell. Very good one. Hamlet as well. I told you, 90s is the era of
90s
Shakespeare
is
as
the
well.
era of Shakespeare.
I just saw Hamlet, and that's the one with Kenneth Branagh. Oh, such a good Hamlet.
Why did I think modernizing Shakespeare plays was a good idea?
There's also like a lot of classic literature in the 90s too. Are you ready for this?
Go for it.
Little Woman, Hamlet, a Wilde. So that's from Oscar Wilde, of course.
Oh, okay.
This is also Mary Riley, an author, played by Julia Roberts, a very good one. Persuasion, which is Jane Eyre. Then there's also a movie, Jane Eyre. Oscar and Lucinda, so Oscar Wilde and Lucinda, Sense and Sensibility from Eyre as well. Les Miserables.
Les Miserables, yeah.
Yeah, Dracula. We had a Dracula movie in the 90s. Les Miserables. Back to the Future. Back to the Future was 90s as well. I forgot about that one.
Okay,
Black
so that was
Beauty.
90s. I was gonna ask.
Black Beauty, Huck Finn, The Ghost in the Darkness, Tom and Huck. A lot of literature here. Holy shit.
Right.
Miss Julie.
Is this why every time we read an excerpt or a story in school, we end up watching a movie shortly thereafter?
Yep. Oh, Cheaper by the Dozen.
That was 90s.
Yeah, the 90s was a lot of that actor. Fuck, what's his name?
Adam Sandler? No.
No,
Wrong one. I know
Steve Martin.
Gotcha.
A lot of Steve Martin, because we're in the 90s. A lot of Steve Martin. Yeah, there we go, 90s, guys. I covered a lot of 90s.
Covered a lot for 90s. Caught a lot of them for the 90s.
This has been a really nice distraction, to be honest.
It has. It's been nice. I kind of really don't want to talk about our week. Like, I mean, our week has just been, I guess, more or less. I know yours has been very ooh, but like, it's been nice to just like talk about something different.
I know, right?
It's been really nice just to like talk about shows and whatnot.
The Prestige. Oh, it's the 2000s now. Don't worry about me.
I'm trying to like remember like.
Juno.
What did I watch when I was a little kid before I got cable? Not a lot. Not a lot at all.
Mean Girls, The Cinderella Story, The Notebook, The Blind Side. Oh, good one. Zathura. I love that one. Bridge to Terabithia.
Ooh.
Holes.
Holes was a very interesting movie.
A movie that if you want to have the world is dying moment, The Day After Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I have a rant about that one, more personally, because I don't know who thought it was a fucking great idea to show that a whole whopping 3 times in school. I somehow managed to watch A Day After Tomorrow like 3 times during that era. I'm just like, why? I've seen this movie way too much. Stop this.
Right? Wow.
Didn't help that I was in Florida. It's like hurricanes. It's like, yeah, that doesn't help me that I used to live in New York. Yeah. Thanks.
I first watched that movie, so that's 2004.
Uh-huh.
It was in the middle of winter, which is stupid when I watched it because
That's
I'm
smart.
in Canada and like yeah.
And it's a superstorm in the winter.
Yeah, super big storm in the winter. Or like, no, wasn't the premise of that movie? It's just like it was the middle of summer, but then like Canada and like North America gets hit with a fucking blizzard.
I think because obviously how would you get a superstorm like a hurricane in winter? Be surprised. But yeah, it's like, and then it's like eventually like it all converge into one and be like, all right, time to fuck everyone here.
Yep. I remember there's a really cool scene there where like, I mean, it's an awful movie and like a lot of damage and death and like sadness, but like there's one really beautifully shot scene where like there's a group of like this big large area that was in the eye of the storm. And so like they were just like able to see the wall of the hurricane like around them. Yeah. That was a really cool scene. I actually kind of like, oh, that's so weird. That's when I first realized maybe I'm an English nerd because I'm like, that's really well filmed. Anyway.
Yeah, like I remember seeing that part and I'm just like, Thank God I never experienced this in real life because, yeah, being in the eye of the storm is not a fun place to be in. It's great because it's calm as fuck. But once you hit the wall, ow.
Whoosh.
Yeah, everything goes whoosh. For those who doesn't know their hurricane knowledge or like those sort of like circular storms, it gets more intense the more center you go. However, in a hurricane and tropical cyclone, the eye is usually one of the most calmest places to be, but also one of the worst places to be. Because in 20 minutes time, when that eye passes through your place, you're gonna hear the whoosh come back again.
Yeah. Oh man, why did I look up the 2000s? We'll be here for hours if I go through all this. The 2000s was the era of Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire,
Ah,
Harry Potter,
Harry Potter, definitely.
a lot of really good like comedy movies or kind of like over the top silliness. So like Superbad, Knocked Up, Napoleon Dynamite, Dodgeball, some of those silly ones. Some sport movies for sure throughout this too. Like
a lot
I've
of sport
seen.
movies. Yeah.
I remember the Titans was one, of course. Dodgeball, quite a few. And then Avatar. Yes, James
Lord
Cameron's
Lord of
Lord
the
of
Rings.
the Rings. And then we
That's right.
had Enchanted. We had Mamma Mia. Brokeback Mountain was in the early mountains. But comedies, here we go. Freaky
Comedies.
Friday. This is the era
Yeah.
of comedy. We got Princess Diaries, Freaky
Yep,
Friday,
yep.
Aquamarine, House Bunny, Lizzie Mcguire movie, Legally Blonde, Holes, Criminality. No, that's not what that word was. I've fucking moved on already. The Devil Wears Prada, Bring It On. I love that series. Ella Enchanted, Cheaper by the Dozen. Oh, Cheaper by the Dozen was 2000s. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. High School Musical.
Herbie Fully Loaded. That's the
Herbie
only
Fully
thing that really
Loaded.
got fun of it popped in my head. It's like, why does this movie popped into my head all of a sudden?
Will Ferrell in skating tights, aka Blades of Glory.
Oh,
The Holiday, which is my favorite Christmas movie that he's never heard of before. Lame. Love that one. Cinderella Story, though. The Hangover series came out in the 2000s.
oh yeah, you're right. The Hangover series. Forgot about those.
Yeah, Hannah Montana movie.
A lot of
Paul
drama
Blart
to
Mall
see.
Cop. Paul Blart Mall
Paul
Cop.
Blart was regular 2000s. I thought that was only 2010s. I did not know that actually.
Well, close. 2009.
Wow, really? Tail end. Okay.
School of Rock. The Pacifier. Employee of the Month. The Golden Compass came out this fucking time. The Butterfly Effect. Fucked up movie. Yep. Notebook. Time Traveler's Wife is good.
The Grudge. If for
Hoot.
those who wants to remember that.
Hoot is a really cute movie with the actor from Percy Jackson. Anyway, Wedding Crashers, yeah. Final Destination series came out this time.
Really? I thought it was late 90s, but okay.
2009
Really? Wow.
was the early so 2000 was the first one. Then it like kind of went all the way up to like 2009. Freddy vs. Jason for all you fucking freaks that love horror movies. Snakes on a Plane came out in this time period. Journey to the Center of the Earth. Blade Trinity, Dumb and Dumberer. The Mask, Son of the Mask. Oh man.
Ooh.
Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Where's the
Those
Grudge?
people-
The Grudge is in there somewhere.
There was a D&D movie. What?
Really?
In 2000? What? Okay, time to watch that later.
Nailed it.
Jason, all the Freddy movies, of course, all the fucking weirdos that love horror. Go away. Get off my list. Chicago. Blindside. Aaron Brockovich.
I think I might be on the borderline for this one. Scott Pilgrim? I think it's 2010, actually.
Yeah, not in 2010s yet. Is Lost in Translation. Slumdog Millionaire.
Ooh, forgot about Slumdog.
Yeah. La Vie en Rose. The Pianist. Walk the Line. Yeah, Johnny Cash. The Hurt Locker. Oh, Juno.
Juno? Oh, right. A lot of people was really into Juno.
Million Dollar Baby.
Million Dollar Baby? Ooh, I haven't heard that one in a while.
Right. A lot of wedding movies, as I can tell, because there's a whole genre for 2000s wedding movies.
Wedding.
Yeah, like The Proposal, I Love You Man, Made of Honor, Because I Said So, Yours, Mine, and Ours. That's a fun movie.
When you
What
go from chick
happens?
flicks to wedding movies.
What Happens Vegas, 27 Dresses, Bride Wars, License to Wed, Monster-in-Law, Rumor Has It, You, Me, and Dupree. Oh, I love You, Me, and Dupree. Wedding Days, Just Married, Meet the Fockers. Meet the Fockers.
Oh yeah, Meet the Fockers is like a wedding
Wedding
movie.
Planner, Sweet Home Alabama, Chuck and Larry, Meet the Parents, Wedding Crashers, American Pie Wedding, American Wedding, Rachel Getting Married, A Guy Thing. Get some more, guys. Kate and Leopold, I Want to Marry Ryan Banks, The In-Laws, Princess Diaries 2, Date Movie, Freaky Friday, The Hangover, Ellen Transit, Sex and the City, Young Victoria, Fantastic Four, Pride and Prejudice, It Had to Be You, Imagine Me and You,
Damn.
Bend It Like Beckham. Yeah,
So
there
many.
is so many pretty movies. Mamma Mia. Here we go again. Mama.
Mama, how can
How
I
can I
resist you?
resist you? Is there something back here? Okay.
Nailed it.
Oh, Freedom Riders came out.
Why does that sound familiar?
Has Patrick Dempsey in it? Fucking McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Oh, okay, I remember now.
Yes, I Love
Oh
You.
my god.
The Lovely Bones. That's a sad one. My Sister's Keeper. Another sad one. The Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Just keep going with the sad things, because why not?
So why the hell not?
Oh, the movie. I don't know if you've seen this one. Catch Me If You Can has DiCaprio and Hanks in it. So Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks in it. A very
Right.
good combination.
Sounds familiar. I don't think I've watched it, but I've heard of it.
Yes.
I remember I don't know why, like, out of all the movies I could think of, I was like, why the fuck is my mind thinking about Taxi? Fucking movie's so weird.
Remember the Titans, Coach Carter. Yeah, Aviator.
Which one?
2000s movies about singing. Oh boy, are you ready?
Oh boy, here we go.
Musicals. Got The Phantom of the Opera, which I got to see performed in London, England.
Aw.
And I own the book too, by the way, because it was a book before it was a play. Mamma Mia, Moulin Rouge, Coyote Ugly. Oh, I love Coyote Ugly. There's a character in Coyote Ugly named Violet, so hello. Camp Rock,
Yeah.
High School Musical 2, the Lizzie Mcguire movie, Hamilton, Chicago, Levy and Rose, Josie and the Pussycats, Happy Feet, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Raise Your Voice,
Forgot about
with
Happy Feet.
Very Definite, Across the Universe. That's a good movie. That is a movie that pays tribute to like the 60s, 70s, 80s, and it's a lot about the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, a few other pretty key dominant figures in that time period, but it's a really good fucking movie. Cheetah Girls 2.
I forgot about the Cheetah Girls.
Michael Jackson's This Is It.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. The rest of these I don't really fucking know, to be honest. Yeah. Damn, a lot of musicals. Hairspray must be in 2010s then.
I think Hairspray is 2010. No, I thought it would be. Yeah, no, it would be 2010.
The 40-year-old version. Step Brothers, Anchorman, Superbad, Knocked Up.
Oh, Anchorman was okay.
Drillbit Taylor. Oh god, Owen Wilson movies. Talladega Nights, guys. Will Ferrell fans out there. He's just not that into you. Failure to launch. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. What Happens in Vegas is a very funny movie. In case anyone's wondering. Monster-in-Law. I found the GIF flicks, in case anyone was wondering.
I think there's also like a lot of like this is like the era of I think Pixar and DreamWorks. I think if I remember correctly.
Friendship movies. Well, let me look at animated movies then. 2000s animated movies. Let's go. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Fantastic Mr. Fox, even. Ponyo, Ratatouille, Howl's Moving Castle, Atlantis, Spirited Away, Coraline, Treasure Planet. How could I fucking forget? My favorite, Treasure Planet. Ice Age, WALL-E, Princess and the Frog, B-Movie, Up, Flushed Away,
I forgot
Spirit,
Up is 2000s.
Emperor's New Groove, Lilo and Stitch, Bolt, Polar Express, Happy Feet, Robots, Monster House, The Incredibles, Dinosaur, Surf's Up, Osmosis Jones, Cloudy the Transformables, Monsters Inc., Shark Tale.
Oh my god, I forgot about Shark Tale.
Brother Bear, Sinbad, Open Season. Finding Nemo just came on my list. Meet the Robinsons, Chicken Run.
Ooh, Chicken Run, right?
Over the Hedge, Simpsons movie.
I forgot about
Ice Age.
Ice Age. That's an oldie.
There's a SpongeBob movie in here. Madagascar. Shrek. Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
Kung Fu Panda. Horn Here's a Who. Oh, sorry. Igor. Flushed Away. Flushed Away. Chicken Little.
Chicken Little. Oh my god, Chicken Little.
Sky is falling. The sky is falling. Cars. And The Curse of the White Rabbit. Oh, Wallace and Gromit. El Dorado. Curious George. Yeah. Spirited Away. I already said WALL-E. Rugrats movie.
Rugrats movie. Right. A lot of like 90s shows that got their movie debut was during its time.
The Tigger movie. It's a very cute movie. I love the Tigger movie so much. Yeah. A Recess movie came out.
Oh my god, Recess movie. I remember watching that one. After watching like so many episodes of Recess, and then I watched a Recess movie. It's like, oh man, I don't want this to end. And I think I was that came out when I was in 5th grade by that time.
Pokemon 3, the movie.
Carno.
That's the movie with Entei. All the Pokemons. Oh, I remember Teacher's Pet. That's a funny one. Anyway, well, gosh.
Good topics. Good shows. Gotta love the good old classics.
Next genre, 2010s. Or I guess next period, I should say. I don't know, that's why there's a lot of fucking animation. Oh, there's also Step Up in their last one, like all the dance movies that came out.
The dance movies, right. In the midst of the musicals, you got the dance movies.
Yep. Oh, Black Swan came out in like 2010s. Oh, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. That's a really good one. The Art of Getting By must have came in there. Midsummer. Parasite. More Spider-Man, because you can't have enough Spider-Man.
That was the... And then that eventually that just... Well, that's already the start of...
Interstellar.
I already forgot my words. Oh,
Gone Girl. The Social Network. Crazy Rich Asians.
Yep.
Again, this is going to be a lot more like really recent shit too, so...
For those who would know.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh. Bungo Street Dogs had a movie? Bungo Stray Dogs. Sorry, that's an anime thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, Glee concert movie came out. Downton Abbey. Yes. Downton Abbey.
Was it first a show, then a movie, or movie then a show? Well,
it was a movie, and then it stopped after many many years, and then they came back with the last movie for a better final end.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. Pitch Perfect came out this time, you're in. All the Pitch Perfect movies.
Wow.
The Giver, it's based off a book. Mortal Instruments. I really don't recognize a lot of this stuff. Maybe I stopped watching movies during this.
The anime binge. The anime and TV show binge.
Oh, that's a Netflix thing. Okay, I'm not gonna include Netflix movies on here. The remake of Cats.
I heard that was terrible.
Awful shit. Looks like comedies. Is there any good comedies here? How to Be Single. Mood. Bad Moms. That's a funny one. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. The Duff. Hell yeah. One of my favorites. The Duff. Hustlers. Someone Great. Oh, that's a good movie. Someone Great. Good music in that movie. Did I just not watch movies in like the last 10, 12 years?
Granted, that was...
Magic Mike. Okay, there we go.
So to say, the 2010s technically was our college years, but at the same time, I probably had a chance to watch a lot, too.
Easy A.
Easy A was 2010s?
Easy A came out 2010, exactly.
Oh, exactly 2010. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Oh, Lady Bird. Everyone remember Lady Bird? Sandra Bullock in it. La La Land. Oh, there we go. La La Land. Another Les Miserables, because of course Silver Linings Playbook.
Which one was the remake of Les Miserables? Who was in it? So I remember watching the original. I don't remember watching the remake, and I remember hearing about it.
Who's
there's some
this?
prolific ones.
Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe. Let me look up the cast here. That might be easier. Cast, please. Anne Hathaway, Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe, Amanda Seyfried. Yeah. The rest of these people, I don't fucking know who they are.
They're minor. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the main three there. Oh, Manchester by the Sea. Yeah, that's a good one. I was in Manchester. I've been there. New Prisoners came out in this time period too. Let's see. More. Dallas Buyers Club. Country movie. Rocket Man, Elton John, of course. The King's Speech. I love that movie. And the best scene ever there. Just like, see, you don't tend to stutter when you start to curse. Maybe that's a great way to warm you up. Just let it out. Let all of it out. Shit, fuck. Fuck, shit, fuck. Shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck. That was a great movie. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's a good movie. So good. Here we go. Inside Out, Zootopia, The Wolf of Wall Street, Parasite, Brave, The Theory of Everything, good movie. Frozen. How could I forget Frozen?
Okay.
American Hustle, Coco, Django. There's a movie from Marilyn Monroe, Toy Story 3, The Descendants.
A lot of sequels in like in terms of like the up there. So.
And historical things too, like Lincoln, Roma, Darkest Hour.
So basically
1917. Just for more history things.
Mm-hmm.
The Hate You Give. That one was an emotional one, based off of a book about school shootings and times. Knives Out with Daniel Craig. Knives Out. The Girl on the Train. That sounds exciting. Sorry, I'm good. No judging movies here. Atomic Blonde. Oh my god, I saw that movie and thought it was fucking weird. And wild. It made no sense to me. Yeah, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street.
It was a 22?
There's a 22, yeah.
Wow.
The Place Beyond the Pines. That was a spooky one. Spooky one.
Spooky.
The Judge. Ooh. Hotel Artemis. Replicas. El Camino Royale. Just kidding. Date Night. Date Night. That's a funny one. That's where I'm at right now with my mood. Because I have to leave in 20 minutes. That's where I'm at.
That's fair.
The sun is also a star. Did you know that? Okay.
No, I didn't.
The Fault in Our Stars, of course.
Oh yeah, that's a fun. trying to remember what the story was.
Guess what I found?
Oh no, what'd you find?
Hew. The 50 Shades of Grey series.
Oh, right, that was 2010s. I forgot that
Okay.
was 2010s because the book was 2000s, but
Yes.
the movie was 2012 if I remember correctly.
All three kind of came out in this era. Look, it's 50 Shades Freed. That was just the last one.
Right.
For those that read the books. And came out in 2018. Also Sierra Burgess is a loser. That's an interesting one. The Duff, my favorite. I love the Duff. The last song with Miley Cyrus in it. Dear John. Isn't It Romantic with what's her name? Fuck. She's in Pitch Perfect. Oh, I don't remember her name right now. Someone Great is really good. From this time period. Safe Haven. The Princess Switch. That's a good one.
Oh, what did I hit?
You hit everything.
I hit
I have
everything.
not watched your stream at all. Oh, Love Simon came out in the Hunger Games series. How can I forget?
I forgot the Hunger Game came out.
Maze Runner, Divergent, Insurgent. Yeah, that's what Divergent series. I am number 4. Charlie's Angels. That must be a remake. Yeah, it's a remake. Tomorrowland. There we go. The Spy Who Dumped Me is a very funny movie. Keeping Up with the Joneses.
Oh yeah.
We're the Millers. Spy. That's a funny one. All the Spider-Mans. Just think about like fucking who are all the actors now? Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield. All the Spider-Mans.
All the Spider-Mans.
International Assassin. Oh, Hot Pursuit. Dunkirk. See, there's the history. I found more history. Documentaries. I don't know why I said
Document series.
document series. Okay, me. Oh yeah, I really do want to see Kristen Stewart as Diana. I really do. Oh no, Diana versus Diana. For Netflix movies, To All the Boys I Loved Before.
Aw.
Chick flicks. Want to work here with all the chick flicks.
Have I ever heard the series? Wow. Okay, I don't know where I was going with this.
Well, To All the Boys I Loved Before is a threesome. That's not what I meant to say, but
Close enough.
there's 3 movies. It's a
threequel.
no. There's a special word for it.
Trilogy.
Yes, thank you.
It took me a while. It's like, what the fuck is the word? Threesome. It's okay.
Oh yeah, we had that like in the 2000s era. We had like Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, and like some of the like holiday movies.
Holiday movies that are not Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, Burlesque. The Greatest Showman, Footloose, the remake of Footloose. Dumpling, A Star is Born. There we go.
Ooh.
Maybe this is what happened to me in the 2010s. It was all musicals.
The era of musicals.
Mamma Mia, the remake of Grease. There's Into the Woods, Descendants. Yeah. Pitch Perfect 3. Yesterday. That's a good movie. It's about the Beatles, kind of, again. Rockman. Lemonade Mouth. Oh, Lemonade Mouth. So good. Country Strong. Moana.
Moana.
I am Moana.
Moana.
Tangled. Step Up movies.
There's a lot of Disney movies.
Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. Okay.
Dude, okay, I
Lorax,
gotta ask
Book
the
of
dumb
Life.
ass question here, because you've watched High School Musical, right?
Yeah.
Have you watched Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure?
No.
It's a stupid ass movie.
I figured as much. What's not a stupid ass movie is The Lorax and The Book of Life. Very good movies.
I have not watched The Lorax. I've heard things about it.
It's good.
It's good?
As I'm yawning in this year, wow. Yeah. Wow. Look at all these movies and shit. Wow.
There's a lot of movies.
Can't believe I'm quoting Owen Wilson though, and he was the era of 2000s. Wow.
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 Yeah, we like this.
Wow. Exactly. Well, we spent the whole stream like kind of talk about like nostalgia shit.
We did.
Talent.
I mean, it's always fun to talk about nostalgia shit. Where did it? Because I read Stena line. I was trying to say nostalgia, but I read Stena. I was like, what the fuck?
Nice.
I'm just like, where am I going with this word?
I don't want to look at emails. Go away.
And now
What?
I just gotta speed up.
Yeah. Yeah. You can tell what kind of a nerd I am when.
You do love watching your shows, whether it's good old TV in the early days or internet.
See what's on my Netflix list. Want to pull this up? Why not? Okay.
What is in your Netflix list currently? Have you managed to finish all your sitcom binging?
Kind of. Let's see here. Jane the Virgin. How to Get Away with Murder.
A lot of people will love watching that one.
How to Get Away with Murder. Dead to Me is really great. The Queen's Gambit. I love that one. Riverdale is on my list, but I've stopped watching it after like season 3. Perks of Being a Wallflower. The Amazing The Amazing Spider-Man. Grease. 13 Reasons Why. Downton Abbey. Both the movie and the series. Shrek's on my list. Orange High Host Club. Howl's Moving Castle. Hairspray. Degrassi The Next Class. Medici Family. There's a cool Netflix series on the Medici family. A series of unfortunate events with Neil Patrick Harris. How to Train Your Dragon.
Good series movies.
The Twilight series is on. I mean, it's not on my list. I'm sure. March Comes in Like a Lion is on my list. Wonder's a good movie. The Office is on my list. Now You See Me.
Have you watched The Office?
Off and on.
Off and on.
Yeah, I need to get through, like, sit down and watch it all the way through, but off and on. La La Land, Good Girls, Narcos. Blind Spot is really good. I haven't finished it yet. It has Ashley Johnson in it from Critical Role, and I love her.
I'm gonna hydrate.
Thank you. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh, here we go. Sitcoms. Brooklyn Nine-Nine I watched all the way through. I've seen Shark Tale. Fate series. Into that shit. Love it. Someone Great. See Yesterday. To All the Boys I Loved Before, and all 3 movies of that.
Good sounds.
I got some Spanish ones on here that no one would fucking care about, so I'm not gonna bring them up.
Did you watch like Spanish in terms of what? Dramas or telenovelas? There's a
Both?
difference.
Both? I have one called Ingobernable, and it's all about really like fucking the government over. It's great.
No, not again. Oh. Really?
I have How the Grinch Stole Christmas on here with Jim Carrey in it. Gilmore Girls. The Fosters. Yeah, you do. Anyway. Let's see here. What else have I watched? Queer Eye. The Big Family Cooking Showdown. The Astrological Guide of Broken Hearts. It's an Italian movie. Love Hard.
I'm gonna give
Gilmore
up
Girls.
this load.
Gilmore Girls. Luckies. This Is Us. Jane the Virgin. I already said Jane the Virgin. Whatever. Pretty Little Liars. Sex Education. Sex Education.
You're supposed to do that. No, I don't think I'm supposed to do that at all. That was the second time I flipped that section right now.
Dawson's Creek. Full House, although now that's really hard to watch with the sad news of Bob dying. Bob Singer.
Oh, yeah.
Glee, yeah, that's on my list.
Gooey.
Glee.
I'm gonna try Fast now.
Cobra Kai. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which this triple nub.
What a show.
Oh my god, Heartland's on Netflix. Grey's Anatomy, Seinfeld. There we go. Kim's Convenience is on my list to watch.
Ooh,
Mom. Good sitcom. Mom. Schitt's Creek. Sweet Magnolias I'm looking forward to because the second season's coming out
They took it
soon.
off American Netflix. Oh, really?
Get wrecked. It's on Canadian. Sorry. Oh, Working Moms is really funny. I like that one. Sitcom. The Great Canadian Baking Show. Yeah.
Is that okay? I gotta ask a stupid ass question. Is that a spinoff to the Great British Bake Off?
Yes.
Okay. I just thought of it right now. So when you mentioned that's like, hold on a second. That's like a spinoff to that.
Oh, Dairy Girls. Dairy Girls, Burlesque, A Simple Favor, Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Ooh. I wonder if it's true that they are in creation of more shows for that.
No.
Don't know if
Maybe.
it's that one, though. I could be wrong.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
I get to
Yeah.
my homecoming next weekend. I'm so excited. Ooh.
Richardson. Jenny and Georgia.
Ooh, have fun.
Never have I ever.
Well, I haven't said have fun on that, but you know, just go with it.
Squid Game.
Right. Duh. Right. Duh. That show. Never have I ever both felt and laughed and cried about. Well, not really cried, but definitely felt a show before.
Yeah. Ooh. Freedom Riders. Yeah, baby.
Time
Oh.
to speed up, bitches. First time as an alum? Nice. Oh god. Oh god.
Nice.
France, you have too much curves. Why are you so curvy? They truly mean paint me like one of your French ladies. But in terms of roads!
There's so many baking shows on Netflix now. Oh my god.
It's okay, we're good.
They have Wheel of Fortune on here now. What the fuck?
Did you ever get into game shows?
Yeah, a little bit. Mainly Family Feud.
Really?
I was into Family Feud a lot. A little bit of Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. Apparently Jeopardy was really
Price is
good
Right.
this past 40 nights. Because apparently there was a 40-day champion. I don't know if it beat Ken Jennings. I don't think it did. But librarian from Chicago stayed on for Jeopardy for 40 shows. For 40 days.
Damn.
40-day streak, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because being a librarian does really have its perks. Especially at Jeopardy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, I guess it came to the point. Like, I remember seeing this because like a lot of people were like, tweeting about it last night. Of like she finally lost. But it's interesting because like, I remember just like looking at all the series of tweets and whatnot, and apparently she's already instantly verified on Twitter
Wow.
for her crazy ambition and success in being a 40-day champion. Crazy. But yeah, for me, I think it's like Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, definitely. Price is Right. I've always wanted to be on the Price is Right.
Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal. That's a really good one too. Ken Jennings 174. Okay, so not truly the record per se, but still a record nonetheless. That's crazy. Deal or No Deal. What other shows?
I don't know. I'm starting to like wind down because I have to go in like 5 minutes.
I also like I mean, I've watched like I remember watching. Oh, there was a time where I watched. We have, I don't know if it's a thing in Canada as well, but we had a game show network channel
Yeah,
where it
we
just shows
have it.
all game shows.
A lot of our networks are from fucking American television.
That's fair. And I remember Jeopardy makes me realize how stupid I am. Same here. Even though I'm already we're all full-fledged adults, I feel more and more stupid as I watch Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching Press Your Luck. What other shows are there? Press Your Luck, Match
A
Game.
Minute to Win It.
A Minute to Win It. I remember, which one was that one? Celebrity Squares? That one was an interesting one. I remember watching that before. Went to that network, and I was like, I don't understand this, but okay. I guess I'll get you.
Fair.
But like also at the same time, I don't know why it was a smart idea to watch Match Game when I was like 12. When you can't understand anything about like what they're talking about, and it's peak what 70s 80s comedy, I think. But man, I kind of wish they brought that back as a I know they did actually, apparently.
The Newlywed Game.
The Newlywed. I remember also the shopping games, like the grocery shopping games. Those were interesting.
Guy Fieri.
The Guy Fieri, Guy Fieri, yeah, but even the earlier ones.
I don't know anything about these, unfortunately.
The road splits. Fuck. Okay, we're driving in the darkness. Supermarket sweep. Yes, that was. I've always wanted to do that too. It's either The Price is Right or Supermarket sweep. I've wanted to do. Just answer questions and then go on a fucking shopping spree, and hopefully you win. You get the most amount of bang for your buck. I guess guys grocery games does make it a twist because you get to cook with the food. So I guess there's that.
Yeah. But I should start signing off.
It's okay.
I gotta go, unfortunately. But
Okay.
now that I work 8 hours,
Nice.
I have a little bit more to prepare for, so.
I'm gonna drive to this gas station. I'm gonna stop here. I've been crashing to everything though. That's great. It's been the past 10, 20 minutes has been a crash fest at the same area.
Jeez.
I thought I was gonna have a nice drive. We're having great talks and all that stuff, and then suddenly I'm just crashing everywhere.
Yeah. But, I gotta go. I gotta duck out early because I got about an hour to prepare for a work shift.
Mhm.
So, yeah, well, thanks for having me here.
Yeah, no problem. If you want, let's just start sharing all the stuff, and I'm just gonna go do a park it right now, and then we could just end the stream.
Okay, well, this is me. Hi.
That is you.
I'm very sorry that my YouTube I've not been consecutive with it. I'm so sorry. But I do have a channel and I at least post Danganronpa because it's very fun and that's the game I've started. It's really great. So subscribe to me there. I'm 1 away from 40, so that's kind of cool.
Hey.
Follow me on Twitter to follow all my tweets and shit. Give me coffee and buy me coffee because I need coffee. Especially right now, I need coffee.
It's a good time
and then
to have coffee.
Then I'm doing charity stuff this year again with Extra Life, 3rd year in a row. We are $55 away from my first goal, so help me reach that if you can. That'd be really good.
We'll get you there.
That's all me.
That's all you? Okay, and then, yeah, I'm gonna just end it here. I'll finish this load later, because I didn't mean to go this long. I didn't expect to crash twice, so sorry for the crate of chocolates that I have in my load. Oopsies. We'll finish this later. I'm gonna laugh next week when I be like going back on Chuck and Talk. It's like, why do I still have a load active? Oh, now I remember, sort of thing. So it's gonna be great. But yeah,
This will be my last Truck and Talk for a while, unfortunately, unless we do like an early one like this again. We'll see.
We'll see. Otherwise, we could also plan out a different day. Who knows?
That's true. It's just that I'm working the rest like
Almost every day.
next week. I'm working Monday to Friday.
Ooh, I see.
And then the week after that, I'm working Tuesday to Friday. And the week after that, I'm working Tuesday to Friday. So.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, follow me on these whole things. I was like, man, okay, my stream is lagging out for whatever reason. But yeah, follow me on Twitter for all the stupidity. I'll try to post more this time around. It's just been kind of a little bit busy doing other things at the moment. But I think this week it's gonna be hilarious. Or not be hilarious. It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna post my adventures. I have an idea of where I might go. But like, follow me on Twitter. Follow also me on YouTube if you haven't already. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button somewhere down there on the right. Somewhere down on the right. And watch all the past Dracula talks, including this one, and as well as my travel vlogs, which hopefully you'll have a fun time watching this week's. I think it's gonna be interesting. I haven't edited it yet, I've just started to edit, but I haven't fully finished it yet, so I haven't heard everything. But go watch that. Subscribe to me follow me on Instagram. I'll try to post more pretty photos. I've been meaning to do that. Keep forgetting to do it. So. But yeah, this was quite the Dracula talk where we didn't really talk about a week, but we talked about all the other shit, mainly media, which is really cool. So this is going to be like, I guess, one special one, if I think about it. Yeah, thank you so much, Dragon, for being a guest for Dracula talk. Thank you.
No problemo.
And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day or night or wherever the heck you are. See you guys next week for more Dracula talk. We'll see if it'll be on a Thursday, on a weekend, or whatever. See you guys then. That's Dragon over there. Just be on waits.
Bye.
Say bye. See ya.
Bye.
Yes.